How did I decide to become pescatarian? Let me start with a little story. A few years ago, I came home from a neighborhood barbecue, one of those big, delicious gatherings with ribs, burgers, and sausages sizzling on the grill. The food was great. But later that evening, I sat on the couch and told my son, I feel like I ate a brick. And he laughed. But honestly, it was not funny. I was exhausted, heavy, uncomfortable. And it was not the first time I felt that way. And I really decided to start listening to my body. Hi, this is Dr. Helen, and today I will tell you how I became pescatarian. But I will not go into the medical details. You can do the research on your own and decide whether you want it for yourself or not. But to understand how I got there, you have to know where I came from. I was born and raised in Ukraine. And in Ukraine, we love pork. And it's not just a food for us, it's our culture, it's our comfort, it's our family table. My favorite meat was always pork, fried pork chops, roasted pork with garlic, homemade sausages. Ah, that smell, that golden crust. Even now, I can close my eyes and I see my mom or my grandma standing by the stove, frying pork in a big black pan. Pork and potato stew has been my favorite dish for many, many years. And of course, I loved chicken soup. Who does not, right? Rich, homemade, golden broth, a little fat floating on the top, carrots and potatoes. That was the heart of every Ukrainian meal. We never had a day without soup. It is Ukrainian tradition. We believe that it is very healthy to eat soup every day. So yes, for most of my life, I ate some kind of meat almost every single day. Yes, I did. That was normal. That was our tradition. So when I later told my Ukrainian friends that I became pescatarian, oh my God, they look at me like I had lost my mind. How can you live without pork? They asked. I just started laughing because it was time when I thought the same. How I can live without pork? Now, let me tell you something unknown about fish in Ukraine. You don't know that, I'm positive. So when I was growing up, I did not like fish at all. Why? Because our fish always had bones, hundreds of tiny little bones. In my family, my dad and my grandpa loved fishing. So fresh fish from the Dnieper River were frequent guests on our table. Fish soup and fried fish were very common in our home. And every family member except me loved it. I remember as a child sitting at the table while my mom said, "Eat your fish," it's good for you. And I was sitting here and thinking, good for me? I'm going to choke on it. It has million bones. And many years later, my son wanted a cat. And we did not have a special food for cats at that time in Ukraine. And we usually bought fish with bones inside, right? For the kitty. I had to constantly remove bones from this fish so kitty would not choke on them and die. So I don't like fish. I don't. And fish fillet was very rare in Ukraine and very expensive. So I never really liked fish. And I'm pescatarian now. But when I came to America, everything changed. One day we went to the restaurant and I tried salmon. No bones, just a fillet. It was eye-opening for me. It was very delicious and easy to eat. I went to the grocery store and discovered fish fillet. No bones, no trouble, no fear. I was amazed. I thought, where has this been all my life? Where? And that was a big turning point for me. Yes, it was. Because finally I could actually enjoy fish. And that was time when I started to experiment. Salmon, cod, salmon, cod, tilapia. And I realized how delicious and satisfying it can be. But still, for many years, I continued to eat meat almost every day, just like before. Nothing changed. But as time passed, my body started to protest. After heavy meals, I felt tired and bloated. I did not feel good. So one day, my son said something that stayed in my heart. He said, "Mom, you don't have to stop eating meat. You don't have to. You don't have to stop eating meat completely. Just start eating more fish instead." That sounds so simple and so reasonable. He did not say, go to vegetarian, change your whole life. He said, just eat more fish. So I decided to try. We listen to our kids sometimes, right? So I replaced one dinner with fish instead of pork or chicken. Another time, I will have only potato and salad. No meat, no fish. And to my surprise, I like it. I started choosing dishes that include fish or shrimp. I choose dishes I really enjoy. And this helped me avoid thinking about meat dishes, about sausages and pork, right? And my life credo, let me tell you, my life credo is to do what you love and love what to do. So I applied this to the food. And since I still enjoyed every meal I had, I did not feel I need to eat meat every time, every day. I felt lighter, I had more energy next morning, and little by little I started eating less and less meat, and more fish, like my son suggested. I practically stopped eating steaks, chicken, and pork chops, but I still could not live without meat. So I would have one or two very, very thin slice of salami or delicious sausage from Polish store for dinner with potato or salad. And it was more indulgent. It was like a treat for me. And it was not a struggle. It just happened naturally. My body felt better and my heart felt proud. I can do it. But let me be honest. It was not all perfect. Temptations, temptations. If you ever walk into good Polish store, you know what I mean. The smell of sausages. You can see prosciutto, salami, ham, gourmet sausages hanging on rows. My goodness, it looks like heaven. And I wanted them so badly. So inside in the store, I told myself, this is not cheating. I still would like to be able to digest a meat. I will get just 4 pieces of my favorite sausage. Talking to myself, right? So, and that's what I did. I would buy only 4 pieces and eat it right away in my car. I could not resist and I enjoyed it so much. I still smile now when I remember these moments when I'm sitting in the car and having my 4 pieces of sausage. It is not easy to give up your favorite food. It takes time. But time took its toll and I wanted sausage less and less. I bought it once a month and once every couple of months, and then only for special occasions when I have my son at home or holidays or when I really want it. Well, what was interesting that the more time passed, the less I wanted meat. It was working for me. And I realized I did not want to go back to eat steak or even my favorite pork chops. I don't. It was not a diet anymore. It was my new lifestyle. I was happy. Fish gave me everything I needed: nutrition, energy, and even pleasure and satisfaction when I eat fish. I start loving dishes like grilled salmon, tuna salad, shrimp, and even simple baked cod. That become my comfort food, the food I like, and I eat it more and more. Now, I eat fish 1-2 times a week. My everyday dinner now is salad. I make a lot of changes. I will tell you later. And I like it. I don't eat meat anymore. But I have to confess, unfortunately, I still like bacon. I admit, I do. I can have a very small piece, maybe 2 or 3 times a year, just to enjoy the flavor. And the same with ham. When I see a good homemade ham, I can take a little piece just to taste. And once in a while, maybe every few months, I might have a couple tiny pieces of prosciutto or my favorite salami. Thin, delicate, just enough to remember the flavor. And you know what? I think it's okay. I do. I actually believe it is good that my stomach retains the ability to digest the meat. It keeps my system flexible, just in case. You never know, right? And I don't feel guilty. I feel balanced. It makes sense for me. It does. And if I ever travel to Europe or maybe Canada, I already know what I will do. I think I will definitely want to try the local meats. A slice of authentic Italian prosciutto, maybe some traditional salami from France, or handmade sausage from a market in Poland. I want to try it. I do. I really do. And because also I believe that we can experience another culture through the food. It will add to my experience and let me enjoy their salami. So after that small tasting adventure, I'll happy to go right back to my fish, my vegetable, and my lighter, healthier meals. I'm strong enough now to be able to do this. And this is what I call balance. I can have a couple pieces of salami and stop right here. I can do it now. I know it, right? Sometimes people ask me, don't you miss pork? Don't you miss that Ukrainian flavor? And I will say, I remember it fondly, but I don't miss it anymore. I don't. It is part of who I was, but not who I am now. I'm different now. I will always love those memories. My mother's kitchen, the smell of fried pork, the chicken soup on the stove. But now I choose what makes me feel good. I choose healthy food and I enjoy it. I'm different now. So if someone asks me for advice, what should I do? How I become pescatarian also? I will tell them, don't rush. Don't punish yourself. Start small. One step, one meal. Replace. Don't erase completely. And listen to your body. Your body knows what it needs. And if you ever cheat with a slice of bacon or bit of ham, don't feel bad. Smile, enjoy, and then continue your journey. Because it's not about being perfect, it's about moving forward, step by step. Be kind to yourself, and you will move toward to your goal slowly but surely. Right? Do it with love, and you will get there sometime. So that was Dr. Helen, and until next week, please stay safe, happy, and healthy. I'll be back in a week. Please subscribe for my channel, give me a like if you like this video, share this video with your friends. I will really appreciate. And write in the comments, what do you think about me or you becoming pescatarian? I will really appreciate it. Do you like this type of videos? I can tell you other things what I'm doing in my life, my diet or my lifestyle, healthy lifestyle. I'll be happy to share it with you. Bye now.